When Cleo was a puppy, she got sick and nearly died. And the vet suspects it left her with some damage deep inside. She can't handle freedom in the woods or on the beach. We know that she'll go running, so we keep her on a leash. Ooh. And deep down I know Cleo is an awful lot like me. We tend to hide our troubles places people never see. She's a slave to being anxious. I'm a slave to my bad habits. When I should be busy working, I'm distracted chasing rabbits. Ooh. In my dreams I try to catch them, though they wake me up at night. When I think of all the music and the songs I didn't write, well, I only held myself back. No, I can't blame anyone. And every morning I make Cleo sit and walk instead of run. That I could let her go. I would drop her leash and watch her chase the rabbits through the snow. In the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the bay, boots kicked off, feet out to dry, lying on the cuddy counting clouds in the sky. Throw her down and take a break. To hell with profits you won't make. Now take her slack, cause you deserve to rock yourself on the ocean. Dilly-da, dilly-dum-doo. We work like devils from 9 to 5 so we can have 8 wheels to drive. Tubes with color, plastic bread, waves in our ovens and water in our beds. Frantically driven to compete. Pile her up, beg for or cheat. No time to play or cross the bay or stop and smell the ocean. Dilly-da, dilly-dum-doo. In the middle of the city with a racket and a roar, caged like a rat on the 15th floor, trying to make a living, putting paper in a pile. Hard to find someone with a genuine smile. Life was never meant to be lived in a barn.
Hello there. Seems really weird to be here in daylight, but wow. Thanks for being here on a Sunday matinee. We've got 3 incredible duos for you today. And the first of these is going to do the matinee show. Before we get started, we must acknowledge that we are able to live, work and play and present all our fabulous music on the unceded ancestral territories of the Musqueam, Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh peoples who've looked after this world a lot better than we Europeans have for the last 150 years, but we're trying to learn from them now, so it's good. What an amazing venue this is for live music. This part of the building was built in 1915. And it used to be at the top of the hill where the kids' high school is. They moved it in 1928. I don't know. I guess, I don't know what they were using to move it, but they did, and they put it on top of another room downstairs. Remarkable, but it didn't break, you know, so it still looks like the Ark upside down, which is what it's supposed to look like. Just check out, those beams are incredible. 1915. Anyway. Right, we do lots of shows here. We've about 50 shows a year. We have 2 shows today, so it's quite remarkable. And we're also videoing this, but it's being streamed live to homes across the world. I don't know how far or afield they are, but if you're watching at home, hello. And thanks to Hubcast Media for doing such a great job of presenting these shows. We've got at least three cameras. I can't see, there's 3, I think. And then Kevin in the studio is mixing them all together and sending it out there. It's just fantastic. And of course, you're here to experience it live. And you can't beat live music, can you really? It's a great way to spend time. Even on a sunny Sunday afternoon, it's okay to come indoors and celebrate the musical side of life, because outside world is pretty scary at the moment. So in here, we're safe. I hope. I do my best, you know. I don't have a golden dome. We just have a golden spirit, and we also have the wonderful black spirit of Sadie the dog. I don't know where she is at the moment, but she's kind of adopted us as her second home as well. So it's very special to have her. It's really special to have these 2 incredible musicians. Daniel Lapp has played at the Rogue many times over the years. I think one of the first times he ever played was an evening of BC Fiddle tunes for a contradance at the Wise Hall that was called by Marion Rose, and all the tunes were collected or written in BC, and that was over 3 decades ago now. And even before that, he played with Spirit of the West at the Wise Hall. He was briefly in that band, but since then he's been doing remarkable things. At the Winter Olympics, he's played with Jim Burns. He did did you see him at the opening of the Winter Olympics in 2010? And his Mohican haircut, that was quite incredible. And he's been mentoring so many incredible musicians and bringing out some amazing talent, including the 14-year-old Max Francis, the youngest ever Canadian Grandmaster champion. Yeah, and Max played with Daniel here on this stage last year. Quinn Bachand is another one of these young prodigies. He was, as a 12-year-old, he was the guitar accompanist for Ashley McIsaac for quite a while. Incredible. And he led his own gypsy jazz band, Brishan. He's a great composer himself and an incredible multi-instrumentalist. He's mostly known for his guitar work, also plays fiddle and banjo and probably about 12 other instruments I haven't thought of the names of yet. But you know, these are 2 incredible musicians. And Daniel just launched a record label last year called Woodbox Records. And he and Quinn recorded Daniel's latest album, which is probably for sale over there. And so Well, as I said, we're delighted to welcome back both of these two. That's the first time they've played together at the Rogue. So please give them a big warm welcome. Daniel Lapp and Quinn Bachand.
Can I have a big yeehaw? Thank you very much. We're thrilled to be here at the Rogue and the Driven Bow Fiddle Festival. And how are we all feeling on this Sunday afternoon? I appreciate you're here. It's such a beautiful day out there. Yeah, it's good to have a little afternoon show. And of course, there's lots more music after we're done tonight. That was a set of jigs I wrote for my folks They were married for 60 years. And then, but on their 50th anniversary, I wrote After 50 Years, that second jig, and then the first tune, The Legacy of Love, in kind of honor of what they left, which was 6 kids. So we'll do a slow reel now, and then a couple faster reels. So I taught one of these at the class today. That's Colby's reel to one of my nephews who has some Métis heritage. Okay. Let's figure it out somehow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a tune I wrote for a friend of mine who hosts a big breakfast every year. So that was called the Wafflerama Rag. And we'll do a couple waltzes now, written for two different friends of mine. And the first one was written for Jerry Holland, one of our favorite Cape Breton fiddlers, right? One of our favorite fiddlers of any genre. It's called Fishcakes. And he would tend to take Cape Breton with him everywhere he went on the road, including cooking up fish cakes for people. I witnessed it firsthand. And then a tune for my friend Indio Saravanja. This is Saravanja's Waltz. Thank you very much. That's a tune I wrote for a niece's husband. He's a carpenter. That's Dale's Swingin' Hammer two-step. All the tunes we're playing in the first set are on this album that Quinn and I recorded. So grateful to have Quinn's help, not only accompanying and learning all these tunes, but engineering the album. And we did it down in his studio in Victoria about a year ago. So we'll continue down this path, and this is a slow piece I wrote for my sister-in-law, one of my sister-in-laws. During COVID, I wrote 103 tunes in this one 12-month period, so, and including 51 tunes for family members. So this is Robin's tune with some Jersey descent. It's called Jersey Girl. Set and a couple more from the album. Waylon? Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. Thank you. It's a tune I wrote for my son Waylon. Waylon's special, it's called. And then for Adrian Dolan, who's a consummate coffee maker. And that's called Adrian's Grind. So at our Victoria show last weekend, we sold out of CDs, but we have vinyl here. Any vinyl collectors in the audience? Good, excellent. And we have cassettes. Yeah, Quinn has some CDs, but we're happy to take an order for a CD. They're in the mail, and I'll send them out this week. So if you want a CD, please, we're happy to sell you a virtual, I don't know. There'll be an extra little gift for you if you do that. This has been really fun. This is fun. And thanks to the Rogue for inviting us. We'll do one more tune in this set, and we'll take a little break. One more song from the record, and another rag. I was probably one of the only, well, I'm quite sure I was the only 9-year-old ragtime fanatic in Prince George. Just loved ragtime, everything. Ragtime orchestras, all the Scott Joplin stuff. And so here's another rag. It's a little faster than a normal rag, because we've been speeding it up for whatever reason. But for a nephew, Jacob's golf bag rag. Thank you very much. We'll see you after the break.
giving life to where we stand. The keepers of the fire, a never-ending flame, burning for all in creation and for those yet without a name. And we rise every morning and shine out over the hills. We roar louder than the ocean ever will. We're as solid as the rock on which we stand. We're the daughters of
Okay, we're going to have another set of music from these very, very fine musicians. What a great first set that was. Hope you enjoyed it. We got another concert tonight at 8 o'clock. We've got two more duos. Alison de Groot is a banjo player, just moved to Vancouver recently. And Nick Garis is probably the finest dancer I've ever seen. Maybe you haven't seen him yet, but it'll blow your mind. And the other half of the double bill is Christian Berger, who's a fiddle player from Denmark, incredible player. And Ruthie Dornfeld, an old-time and Celtic fiddle player from the States. And they just put an EP out they recorded together in Seattle. So Christian comes to North America a lot, brilliant player. And so those two duos, we can try and get them together a little bit as well. Maybe Nick can dance to Ruthie again, because that would be fun. Anyway, that's all to come later on. If you've got nothing else to do this evening, come on back. We've got some prizes to give away now. Our volunteers are amazing. They had to do the big show last night, sold-out show. They had to put everything away, build it all up again today, organise the workshops this morning, and they're here again this afternoon. Big hand for the volunteers is always appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, amazing. Incredible. Thanks. If you're interested in volunteering, you can talk to Kate, our volunteer coordinator, or any of the volunteers and see how you get involved. It's a great team of people with whom to work. Hey, Sadie, she's there lying down on the floor now. She got too much spotlight last night, I think. All right, let's see who's got the winning prize. It'll probably you'll have to get Daniel to mail the CD to you, unless you want a cassette. Who's got a cassette player out there anymore? It's hard enough to find anybody with a CD player anymore. But anyway, right. The winning raffle ticket is. Let's see. Here's number. Which way up is it? That way up. 181706. 181706. If you have that winning ticket, well done. I think it's just because well, we could do two, I suppose. I don't know. Sure, let's do two. What the heck?
Yeah, let's do two.
All right. But blame Gina if they don't like the idea. Okay. It's not my idea. All right, the other one is 181741. Oh, we have a winner today. So the first prize, you get to choose a CD by either of them, and the other one is the other prize. Okay. Or a cassette. Yeah. Okay. And then you'll be looking at the second-hand stores, looking for somebody that's got a cassette player that still works. All you good people bought tickets in advance, so somebody gets to win a pair of tickets to another show. So let's see. So I need somebody to give me a number between 40, 45, and 2. 17. I heard 17 was the loudest one, so 17 is the winner. And that is... that's an interesting name. 17 is Lulu Leafley. Ooh, Lulu Leafley is the winner of the... No, I don't know. You'd have to talk to Lulu about that. I don't know. She's not here?
I'm Lulu.
Oh, we're going to need some ID. I just want to... You have to be checking the ID, I think. But yeah, if there's a... Anyway, Lulu Leafley is the winner. If that person is not here, then we've got your name. Just have them, if it really is your sister, then tell them. Anyway, but Lulu Leafley is the winner. Okay, and you get to choose a pair of tickets to another show. All right. We'll be doing the same sort of thing again later on this evening with the other double bill of musicians. It's going to be great. Please welcome back the incredible Daniel Lapp and the equally incredible Quinn Bachand. Take care, everybody. Cheers.
Hello. We're going to play some harmonica tunes. Does anyone have any questions about the harmonica? I wish I knew. Can you explain that? Yes. I don't know. It's a tremolo harmonica. Yeah. The beautiful province of British Columbia. That's where the tunes are from. I did not write it. The first tune, the waltz, was an old waltz that I found in an Imbert Orchard archive, played by James Isnardy, a fiddle player from the 1800s. It was recorded in the 60s. And then we played Denis Donnelly's favorite, so a composer from Victoria, and then...
Her name is Becky Bernson.
The second tune? Oh, okay. Yeah. And then what was after that?
It was the... I'll think of it in a second.
We'll get back to you on that. We'll be at the CD table. The titles come free with the CD. Also, I have some CDs over there. I just wanted to mention that, and also just to warn you, because I got CDs printed. You know, you get them printed from the plant, but then there was like an issue, because there was like, they found a bunch of $100 bills like in the CDs. Well, there might be. I'm not sure. Like, there's a chance. And their CDs are $20, so if there is a $100 bill, then that would actually be...
Bachand. So we started Woodbox Records to release BC Fiddle music, and we're working on one of the next projects with Quinn playing BC tunes on the harmonica. So this is a little window into that. And join our mailing list. We'll keep you up to date. Here's a couple more BC tunes. The Hummingbird Jig and the Caribou Shuffle. Quadra Island Schottische. I just remembered the name of that tune. The Quadra Island Schottische. Yeah. Okay. All right. A waltz that I wrote for my daughters. Could I twist your arm to sing a little bit with us? Okay, great. It's a song I wrote a couple weeks ago with this tour in mind, and very simple little melody, simple little song. Every verse ends with a line that goes like this. Still learning it. If you forgot, just ask a mother. That's the line. Want to try it? If you forgot, just ask a mother. That's it. Okay, good. I'm going to try this. Okay. My words ready? There we go. Yeah? If you forgot, just ask a mother. Every life begins as any other. We're all born into this world together. All life from birth has value and worth. If you forgot, just ask a mother. When a baby's born, it is a wonder. Does one child deserve more than another? Should one have rights another's denied? If you forgot, just ask a mother. We all choose the way we treat each other. We forget each man we meet's a brother. We criticize, we judge, we shun, but goodness lives in everyone. If you forgot, just ask a mother. One more time. If you forgot, just ask a mother. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. Well, I think we're getting close to the end here. And of course, there's more music here tonight. Oh my gosh. Some of my favorite musicians. Ruthie Dornfeld. I've been a fan of hers for 30 years. Ever since I found this cassette. They don't disappear. We all have cassette collections. Come on. I found this cassette with these 3 women with long, long curly hair, and they're called the Poodles. The Poodles, and it was this band out of Seattle with Ruthie Dornfeld on fiddle. It's just some of the best fiddling. So Ruthie's here tonight. I can't believe it. So great. So yeah, we'll wrap things up. The other fiddle album that I recorded before this was in 2002, quite a long time ago. It's called Reunion. We'll probably reissue it in a couple years. But we'll play a few tunes off that. We want to thank everyone here and Steve and all the volunteers. It's an incredible thing that you pull together week after week here. So everyone, you know, I'm sure a lot of you are regular supporters, and way to go. It's a wonderful thing to have an organization like this, a society like this, putting on shows. I'm certainly grateful, as are, you know, all the musicians are. So thank you for doing this work and for inviting us here today. Quinn Bachand. Quinn Bachand. All right, here we go. Quinn Bachand, Daniel Lapp. We'll see you again.
Nice clapping.
Yeah.
You guys were clapping so in time.
Yeah.
You don't listen to fiddle music and clap and not clap along. You gotta clap. That's just the way it is.
Thank you. We'll play some BC tunes. So, for over 30 years, I've been collecting original BC tunes. We have one of our composers in the house tonight, 94 years old, Mr. Don Olds, back there. So great to see you again, Don. We have so far a collection of over 3,000 original BC tunes and over 300 composers. It's a fun collection, and through some books and the label, we're hoping over the next 10 years to really start to push this music out there. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, just stay in touch with us. So we'll just start with a jig by Riel Aubichon, one of our heroes and another fellow pushing 90 these days. We'll probably do Leonard Sexsmith tune, Prince George Welder. We'll probably do a Bob Montgomery tune, who's a 7-time BC champ. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, tunes from around the province, and we'll see where we go. All right, here we go. G.